solo out because everybody dropped a solo album, including You God, and people don't even realize that You God had a solo album. All of them had solo albums. The better ones, and it's gonna be tight. It's gonna be between that Purple Tape and the Old Dirty 36 Chambers is real tight between those two. Yeah, Return to the 36.
Now let me say this. Let me say this now, because we are sleeping. Now, let me say this. And I'm partial to Old Dirty because he was my favorite. Because, I've always been off-brand. A dude. Y'all know. So I always geared towards that. That's. But when I thought about it, because we're speaking specifically to those opening albums, because if you go over just longevity and quality, I think then Ray and Ghost, you know what I'm saying? Just quality of multiple albums.
Yeah.
I think boom. But that first one, but honestly, in quality of songs through and through, that Liquid Swords is right there, brother.
It's
hard to go against Liquid Swords when you look at just quality of the beats, the lyrics, the appearances on there. Like, I mean, Camouflage Chameleon. You know what I'm saying? It's killing your building. No time to grab the gun. They already got your wife and children. You know what I'm saying?
But see, that's the thing though is, and I'm with you because I forgot how hot that album was, and what reminded me of it was Rhapsody, because when she came out with
got to the sample before I did.
The first song that she released has that beat attached to it. And I went back and listened to that album because I was like, man, I forgot all about the Liquid Swords. That's the first song on the Liquid Swords album. So I was like, I forgot all about that Liquid Swords. Let's go back and listen to that. And I listened to it. And although a dope album, man, like Old Dirty, like
it didn't have the hit quality of Old
Dirty.
Yeah. But anytime, big shout out to their whole movement too. Anytime you can do a sound, like if I go, woo, that you haven't even said a lyric. Like, it's like the whole rap world is put on attention from a sound. Like, oh heck, what, here they come. So, but when you look at the rankings, guys, did y'all mention Only Built for Cuban Links?
Yeah, that's the Purple Tape. That's the Purple Tape. Yeah, absolutely.
My bad. Okay, well, you did your research, D, as always. And that is actually ranked the top solo effort. I guess they're going on sales
it is.
Of the Wu-Tang independent projects, right?
Yeah.
But guess what's ranked right under that?
What's that?
Well, I think somebody said it, but I got to say it again because I almost had a New York accent when I said that. I got to say it again because, like you said, Liquid Swords from the Jizza.
Yeah.
Liquid Swords from the Jizza. Nobody would pick that if they don't have Google to help them.
Yeah.
But I'm not surprised though. I'm not shocked at all. Yeah, I'm not shocked at all.
That's because when you think of like whole CD through and through, like that was true Wu. Like, and what I mean by that, and I'm gonna let you get back and keep my bad, but like that Liquid Swords didn't deviate from the Wu as much. Like with everybody else's solo, it was Wu, but you saw more of their personality. You know what I'm saying? Like the Jizza, I looked at as an extension from the first album. It was hard. It had that same hardness, but it still had the Jizza's flavor, but like that tactical chess move type. But it was, I don't know, it was still, and I was like, man, that thing's hard. Yeah. Commercially, Meth and ODB had the commercialism, because they knew how to do it. Just on, like McKee hit on, like ODB's style and stuff was just catchy. Meth was just had the whole package, delivery. I think it was because lyricists we could debate, but I think Meth's delivery helped with his lyricism because he was tight lyrically and delivery. I think, although like Ghost might not be as lyrical content wise, but his delivery and how he can throw those metaphors together is like, woo! Even though you might not understand, there's a chance you won't. But you just like, man, how he put that Scally Dolly, you know, you be like, whoa. But go ahead, but keep up, man.
You know, that's Wu-Tangology. Like, but when you get this, and big shout out to isn't it HBO that the documentary aired on about Wu?
That was actually Hulu. You talking about the documentary? I'm sorry. Hulu aired the show. The documentary was aired on, I believe that was Showtime. That definitely wasn't HBO.
It was Showtime.
Yeah.
Big shout out to hashtag Showtime for unpacking the background, the personal lives, the dynamics of that configuration, which actually explains a lot of the positioning of each piece. To borrow some philosophy from chess boxing, meaning that when you see the Jizz's role in being the glue of that clique, being a spirit of wisdom, a kind of a stabilizing, mature force that kind of, you could tell he was a mediator and a well-respected peacemaker, the vicissitudes of what goes into all groups. You know what I mean? And
hold on, McKee. I think we lost
you. Y'all still hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Got you now.
Well, I just finished that up by saying his role socially with them, you know, how he played in the friendship and in the family piece was instrumental in his steadying force. That's really displayed on that album. Like you said, it's kind of like Nas in the other context from the last show. He drives the car straight down the street. He doesn't have a lot of bells and whistles, but it's the core. If you wanted to explain to a Martian what Wu-Tang was and they gave you one album to do it, you might pick that one. And lastly, it is truly a liquid sword. You know, when you talk about the masters of Eastern esoteric meanings and cryptic explanation in a street vernacular, you talk about a liquid sword. Does it cut you? It surely does, but you can't call the cops because there's no incision, there's no mark. But just talk to a brother after he listens to it. He's been cut cerebrally and would never be the same. He was lyrically performing surgery. It was a liquid sword. So I'm a Wu-Tang fan, big time.
Oh, go ahead.
No, I'm done.
I look at the culture it inspired, because even today, like when I taught, you'd be surprised how many teachers love the Wu, and people from all walks of life that like you still see kids and older folks wearing Wu-Tang shirts, Wu-Tang symbols. I mean, it was just iconic. It even influenced baby groups. I might get in trouble for saying this, but since I found the tape the other day, it even influenced underground groups such as the Wu-Tang Clan. D, talk to him, Mac. What?
Wu-Tang forever, man. Wu-Tang forever.
Wu-Tang. We'll get it in another block or another show, because we're gonna try to get those tracks uploaded, and hopefully I will lose and burn the tape before that happens. But anyway,
but real quick, for America, for those of you who don't know, and that did not grow up in East Market Street corridor of Greensboro, North Carolina, right near North Carolina A&T State University, there was an underground movement named Wu-Tang that consisted of these two talented brothers here and just this not too well-known, like Grammy-nominated guy named Fonte Coleman, who you can hear right now on Questlove's, what is it? You have a blog,
So. The thoughts and comments of the guests on the show tonight.
America, I'm pushing them to unpack. I'm pushing them to get Fonte Coleman and unpack this Wu-Tang thing that the world still doesn't know about. That's a documentary right there.
Yeah, a documentary that will get us hurt. But see, it's dangerous. Mac, you were supposed to turn his mic off at that point.
Is this thing on? Is this thing on?
But well, America, he informed you. But I just think of just that disbursement of just those MCs. But in retrospect, looking back, if I take my ties to the ODB out of it, but between Cuban Links and Liquid Swords, man, as far as just girth and just, then OD, then meth, then everybody. And McKee, we kind of got on this subject because we were talking about, I don't know, I might be showing our age, but we were talking about the good old Columbia House records where you could order like 10 records for 10 cents back in the day.
I swear to God, I forgot that's how we got on this topic in the first place.
And somehow we brought it up because I was talking about, I think D had mentioned something, and it was funny because McKee had mentioned this earlier today. Both of y'all had mentioned no hooks. And I was like, we don't need. and I started talking about the RZA. I was like, man, I said, if I could take all the RZA's like appearances on stuff, like he would be your favorite rapper's favorite rapper. But I wasn't a big fan of the Bobby Digital.
Me either.
Yeah, Lord, see.
And that's how we got on the solo Wu album.
Gentlemen, Bobby Digital is akin to Prince's musicology.
Oh yes, no doubt.
Just in another realm. It was you had to be in a certain chamber to get it. But I wanted to say real quick, their commercial success as the phenomena of R&B adapts a rap breakdown on every hot R&B remix, thanks to industry folks like Bad Boy and Mary J. Blige bringing a rapper onto most R&B radio hits. So, the Wu just broke through with "I'm So Into You" by the SWV. When the Wu jumped on that remix, and you heard that, whoa, it was on. You talking about, and then you can't forget the commercial success. Maybe my favorite, when my boy, and you know how I feel about this, brother, Ben, when Ghost gets together with brother Neo, and Ghost has that brother, and see what you gotta love about Ghost is Ghost will talk about what he did first. He said, "What I need is back, but you don't keep the brother back like that." And you just talk about smoothed out. Oh man.
Yeah.
Sorry for yelling in the mic.
You fine. That's awesome.
But when you look at the success that Meth had Mary on his track, that changed the landscape with rappers and female singers. Like that changed the game up. Because like you said, that led to more rappers on R&B tracks as well as R&B singers singing hooks on rap tracks. I mean,